Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Slice. Welcome to today's iteration of the First Slice, and welcome to Cuddy Corporations. Now, if you're new to the channel, do your boy Slice a huge solid. Slap that subscribe button for your boy Slice. We actually have a subscriber goal of 100 subscribers. Our last video got us a nice ways closer, so we much appreciated. We're continuing to try to grow the channel. You figured, dummy. I'm just trying to get this content out to y'all, and hopefully I'm one of those content creators that one day my word actually means something to game developers. So I got a brain up here, man. But yeah, slap the like button for your boy Slice as well. It helps push the video out. Also by leaving a comment. Give your boy that solid, and we good to go, man. But as you can tell by the title, today's video is all about my Dragon Ball Sparkin Zero wishlist. Now, this is actually crazy. Like, even I wasn't even expecting to make this video, just simply because I've never made a wish list, number one. Number two, I never really cared to watch wish lists, just because, like, in my opinion, I was always like, okay, yeah, well, content creators will come up with some fire ideas, right? But at the end of the day, will any of that ever get incorporated into the game? But as I got older, I tend to realize that it's more so about perspective. The fact that this is a possibility, the fact that there's just a possibility that one of my ideas could possibly get implemented into the game, there's no way I could just gatekeep these. So I decided I'm going to share them all with you, and hopefully one day, or one day pretty soon, whenever, these ideas may in fact reach the Dragon Ball Sparkin Zero devs. We may be able to have a bigger impact on the community than we think. Let's go ahead and dive into today's video, family. Let's get it.
Mind if I slice you open?
All right. Now, what would be the first thing on my wish list? The first thing on my wish list would actually be what if character fusions. Now, I could tie technically my first and second things into each other, because I don't know if you could necessarily classify a fusion and an absorption being the exact same. Like kind of not, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of technical nerds out there who might, well, you can't do that because, an absorption is technically not a fusion because da-da-da-da. But, so I guess we'll separate the two. So anyway, we'll start with fusions. Back in the good old days of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, that was actually my first Dragon Ball game I ever had on PlayStation 2. And it simply sold me alone just because of the price, number one. Like, it's crazy where I got it from. It's actually crazy that I still remember the story to this day. So I was in Sam's Club with my mother. I was just bored out of my mind shopping, whatever, how it usually is. And I just so happened to be looking across the DVDs, and I saw this sparkling, like, gray silver cover that just was beautiful. I mean, the cover art was beautiful. I saw Vegito on it, and I just immediately just had to get it, bro. So I used to do this thing where I didn't like being told no. So I just tried to sneak it into the cart and just hope that, my peoples didn't put it back when they noticed it got rung up. And surprisingly, due to the price, it wasn't put back, and we were able to enjoy it. And one of the main things I enjoyed on there was the what if fusions. So you had a couple of them, actually. You had Goku, which is a Potara fusion between Mr. Satan or Hercule, whichever one you like to go by, and Goku. It's kind of simple, right? And there was one version that was like just extremely extremely ugly, bro. Like, he had the Goku hair, the Mr. Satan fit on, he looked very crazy, bro. But he was actually pretty strong. And I actually like the other version better, that he more so, I don't even know why he was so short, because Hercule isn't that short, bro. But some way, somehow he came out short. But he had Goku's gi on, Hercule's fro, you know what I mean? Looked more like Krillin than anything, but yeah, man, that version of Goku was so dope. He had his own version of a Spirit Bomb. He had Dynamite Kick, you know what I mean? Just the concept. And we're talking like early 2000s, bro. Well into the early 2000s. Like, can't necessarily recite exactly what year it was, but bro, this is like literal the beginning of the 2000s. So this is years ago, man. They've been did this, so it's not nothing new. It's not like they can't do it again. You know what I mean? Who else did they have? They had Tiencha. Tiencha was actually one of my favorites. This is probably about to be a fun fact of Slice that may blow a lot of your minds if you're Dragon Ball fans. Yeah, bro. I am a huge fan of Tien and Yamcha. And I really do not like the fact that Yamcha has been made into a meme, because a lot of the OG Dragon Ball fans, and I mean that like figuratively and literally, like fans of the original Dragon Ball series and just OG Dragon Ball fans. Like, I'm not classifying Z, GT, Super, I mean all into one. Dragon Ball is a franchise, not just the old series. The original fans, since all the way back then of the original creation, right? That are fans of each and every iteration. A lot of us, we were fans of Yamcha back in the day, bro. Specifically, Dragon Ball and even Dragon Ball Z. You know, I remember how hype I was when he was training on King Ka's planet, bro. Him and Tien. Like, I was expecting at least one of the two of them to do something of significance afterwards. And arguably, you could say Tien did by being able to hold off second for himself for about 5 minutes anime time. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But, you know, that was something. Now, Yamcha, on the other hand, bro was literally just a meme in the Saiyan saga, and it just continued to be a thing, man. And that definitely hurt, because if you've never seen Dragon Ball, you should. In my opinion, that's the best version of the series. But, yeah, man. Yamcha had potential and just randomly became a meme one day. But I was always a fan of his moveset. Wolf Fang Fist always intrigued me. It was always so fire to me. Volleyball Fist was so fire to me, you know what I mean? Dodonpa, Tien just as a character as a whole was just so fire. He really just more so reminded me of me. And the more I get older, the more I still continue to see myself in Tien, or vice versa. So, yeah, man. Tien and Yamcha were my favorites. So why am I bringing them up? Tiencha, man. Come on now. You've had to at least see Tiencha before, right? Well, it's a sight to see, all right. But, yeah, man, he actually was, in fact, my favorite What If fusion. Pretty fire, right? I believe he had Volleyball Fist, Wolf Fang Fist as well, Dodo Kamehameha. I know it sounds goofy, right? But it was Dadan Ray and Kamehameha. But either way, though, man, like, I loved his moveset. His design, that's debatable. But, you know, just the fact that he was a character, and like I said, once again, in the early 2000s iteration of Dragon Ball is crazy. Now, I'm also been thinking about a super What If fusion. What if they were able to incorporate a brand new design that was never introduced to the manga or anime, but was at least hinted at? What exactly am I talking about? Don't worry, your boy got some fire. I'm cooking, bro. So remember when Goku actually tried to get Gohan the Potara earrings, but it didn't work? Yeah. Just imagine if they actually fused. Wouldn't that just be fire, bro? And then imagine if they incorporated that into Sparkin Zero. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm fanboying over here. Give me a fan. It's hot. I'm sweating because I'm cooking. Boo! All right. Next thing on the wish list, like I said, it does kind of tie into literally the first part of the wish list. But number 2 on the wish list, What If absorptions? Pretty much the same thing once again. Technically, you could say this did, in fact, originate on Dragon Ball Budokai 1. They actually did have one incorporated into the story. It's pretty popular now, but some people still may not have heard of it or even seen it. And that is Cellin. Yeah, man. There's actually a What If story incorporated into the game where Cell actually absorbs Krillin. And it's just as funny as you probably would think it is, man. That would be a nice little gag and homage to the original Budokai series, and that would be pretty nice, right, if they put that in there. So I don't necessarily see them doing that, but just imagine, though. Like, just imagine, bro. I'm telling you, like, devs, y'all gotta listen to me, man. I'm cooking. And as much as I'm not a fan of DLC, I can make y'all some money. Figure tell me. So listen to your boy Slice. Give me that credit. Figure deal. But yeah, man. Selling. And even going back to Budokai 2, once again, that's just one of my favorite games, man. Soundtrack and a jazz in it. But we're not even talking about that. Look, What If fusions, What if absorptions? I already covered the fusion, so here we go for the second absorption. Super Boo, man. He had a lot of what if fusions into the game, once again incorporated into the story mode, and literally I was in shock. I was in awe beyond disbelief, man, when I saw Frieza and Cell were on the map, Vegeta as well, during the Super Boo mission. And if Super Boo got close to any of them, it was like a game board style map, whatever. It's controversial. Some people liked it, most people didn't, whatever. I didn't mind it. So let's say Super Boo landed on the same space as Frieza or Cell. He would then absorb them, and like, that's crazy, bro. Like, literally just imagine it, bro. But you can imagine it, but it really happened. You know what I'm saying? So imagine them incorporating that to Sparkin Zero with the graphics, with the moves, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like, Super Boo with Cell's design was pretty fire. Even with Frieza's final form design was pretty fire, but literally both of them were fire. Super Boo could do Spirit Bomb. I don't remember what else he could do with Cell's, though, to be honest. But Super Boo doing Death Ball, Death Beam, you know what I mean? Like, it was just so crazy, bro. The designs were sick. They could be even sicker with the updated graphics and engines that we have now, so, you know what I mean? Hear me out. I'm still cooking. Now, last but not least, I actually only got 3 wishes with these Dragon Balls. So I'm gonna have to wrap up the third wish right here. And I ranked this one number 3 because I'm not the biggest fan of it. I never really was, to be honest. I looked at it as more of a gag than anything. But there's still potential in it, man. And that would be failed fusions. Once again, we can go back to Dragon Ball Budokai 2, which pretty much at this point, a lot of this video is based off of Dragon Ball Budokai 2. But that's for multiple reasons. Neither here nor there. Let's dive into it. The failed fusions. Now, back in the day, you would actually have to input, like do a button input to do the fusion. It's fairly easy, like pretty easy. Even as a kid, pretty easy, bro. But let's say you did mess up on the button input. You get a failed fusion. You could get Fat Gotenks. You could get Fat Vegito. And I know they actually technically have names for their characters, but let's be honest, man. Nobody's calling them by their actual names, bro. But yeah, you could get Old Man Skinny and Sick Gotenks and Old Man and Skinny and Sick Vegito. And those things were just pretty much comical gags. I don't think the fusion would last that long, so you weren't stuck with using the characters or whatever. But, you know, maybe even incorporate them into the game, maybe. Now, like I say, even myself, I'm not the greatest fan of this take. But why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to shoot some ideas out there, you know what I mean? Shoot the devs some slice lights. You figured that, I mean? But anyway, though, man, that's pretty much it for my wish list. Like I said, the Dragon Balls unfortunately only gave me 3 wishes. So there go my 3 wishes. Pretty much capped out at that. You're just gonna have to blame Shenron for that, man. It's not my fault. I can only control but so much with the Dragon Balls, Cuddy. But anyway, though, man, it has been your boy Slice, and I'm going to go ahead and sign up off of here. But before I do so, I want to send you all my gratitude and my appreciation. I appreciate you, man. You can show your appreciation by once again hitting that like button, dropping a comment, let me know what would your wish list be. What are you excited for in Sparkin Zero? This is a positive video, not a debate video. So I would just like to see all positive comments. I reply to each and every comment, and I actually sit there and take the time to read it. So it does mean a lot to me if you comment. You figured there'll be comment, drop a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Ring the bell for the notice and share a video with a friend or two. Anyway, though, man, it's been your boy Slice, and I'm out. Peace.